Hey guys, it's a Night Raptor. So today we're gonna break down this awesome, amazing trailer for Jurassic World Dominion. It has a lot of cool stuff in it, while not giving spoilers for the plot, not giving away any of the plot details like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdoms trailer did. Which I really am glad for that. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Start out. Now at the beginning, you hear John Hammond's voice from the ice cream scene in the original Jurassic Park, which I think is perfect for this trailer. And obviously he's not gonna be in the movie, but it's a nice little opening, hearing John Hammond's voice. So, in this opening scene of the trailer, you see Owen and a small group of other people who are riding horses and presumably trying to wrangle these Parasaurolophuses, this Parasaurolophus herd, and try to put them in some sort of sanctuary or enclosure to keep them safe. In the next shot, we see Maisley Lockwood and a group of construction workers at construction site in front of an absolutely huge apatosaur, which I'll talk about a bit later, and which is a great shot. I really love this apatosaur, looks really good. Then next shot, we get to see Blue with, what is this? A baby. This baby's name is Beta. We know this because from some toys, the pictures of these toys are shown, and they're toys for Jurassic World Dominion. And that's one of the toys, a baby Blue named Beta. And I do believe parthenogenesis from the iguana DNA in Blue allowed her to have a baby, which is a nice connection to the lore. Or if you don't know what I mean when I'm saying connection to the lore, go play Jurassic World Aftermath. It talks about the iguana DNA in Blue and parthenogenesis and everything. And it's a really, really fun game. So if you have an Oculus and haven't tried that game, definitely do. Then we see the Universal logo, which is made of amber. I really love that. It's pretty cool. And then here it shows Owen is trying to protect Blue and her baby from some people that he mentions. Probably Biosyn is who he's talking about. In the next part, which is really awesome, the Mosasaurus is turning over a ship. Like a full-on ship. He grabs onto a part of it, a cage, which is for like a shark cage or for capturing fish. I'm not sure, but grabs it and tips the ship over, which is absolutely insane and awesome. It seems to be that concept taken from a cancelled, something cancelled from the script of Fallen Kingdom, which has a part in there where the Mosasaurus attacks a whaling ship, which is pretty similar to this. And then we just see this small clip from the prologue, which we've already seen before, so I'm not gonna go into detail. You know, it's just a T-Rex and Colin Trevorrow's son staring at the T-Rex. But then, one of the best reveals in the trailer, we see Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler once again after 20 years. In Alan's little tent here, you see that he has some, like, few Easter eggs. On the right, you can see there's a picture, like, pinned to the wall of Alan and Ellie when they were together, and they're in their outfits from the original Jurassic Park, the Montana part. And yeah, it's the same outfit, so presumably taken while they're there in 1993. And you also see the resonating chamber from Jurassic Park 3. That's really cool. But one weird thing is that he says Ellie Sattler instead of Ellie Degler. What happened to Mark? Is he gone? I know some fans might be happy if he is gone, which he probably is, unfortunately. It's like, oh yay, Alan and Ellie can get back together now. No, that's unrealistic. So, I feel like in Jurassic Park 3 it's a bit realistic. Yeah, everybody is super upset that in Jurassic Park 3, and I'm afraid they're gonna change that and just cut him out. Hopefully they don't do that. If they do, then they might also cut out their kid, Charlie. Which would be weird. You'd basically be saying Jurassic Park 3 is not canon. So hopefully they don't do that. Anyways, in the next part, we see a herd of wild horses roaming with a herd of parasaurs in the plains. It's like a mixed herd roaming together, and this part is really cool, and it feels like a good part of seeing dinosaurs coexisting with animals across North America. I really love that shot. It looks really cool, like seeing horses roam and then along the side Pyroraptors. That's, I don't know, it's just really good. The next scene we see here is amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've seen one shot of it from a still before, our first still from the movie. If you don't know what that is, it's just like a screenshot from a scene from the movie. And it's nice to see the scene in the clip now. You see a Therizinosaurus with feathers trying to attack Claire in what seems to be some sort of jungle, which I'll get to later. We see also the new character, Kayla, the pilot, who's played by DeWanda Wise and is one of the protagonists of Dominion. We also hear Ian Malcolm talking, and then we see him, and he seems to be giving some sort of talk in front of an audience, assumably. Then we see some sort of computer screen with a title on the program, DNA underscore delivery underscore sim. Sim probably stands for simulation, but I'm not sure. It seems to be maybe a DNA simulation used for transporting their data to the companies. I have absolutely no idea what this could be. One of the details, it might be just some sort of video about DNA, explaining one of the creature's DNA, something like that. Or else, if it's not a video, they made a big mistake, because it has the video option, the video bar, and the pause button stuff, on the bottom of the screen. And if that was just a missed detail, I mean, come on, computers nowadays, you can easily hide them. In 1993, okay, sure, like that whole part with Nedry the video call, you could see that was a video, but if they messed up here, I don't know how they could have messed it up that bad. So it must have been a video, but I wonder what a video it is of. Next we see Dr. Henry Wu looking more casual than we see him before, not in the turtleneck and stuff. And to the left of the screen you can kind of see someone's right shoulder, and that person is in a suit. And I believe that the only person this could be is Lewis Dodson, who is confirmed to come back in this movie, is just not shown in the trailer, but I guess he's kind of shown by this suit guy there. And I believe that Lewis Dodson is telling something to Dr. Wu that Dr. Wu doesn't like, therefore his expression on Dr. Wu's face and him looking up at somebody. So there's obvious, it's pretty much, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's 100% Dodson there. Don't quote me though. But next is one of the best parts. Then we see Claire being pursued by one of the new raptors, the one and only Atrociraptor, which has been teased so much through images and articles and stuff like that. Well, she jumps off the roof and still can't seem to lose this raptor. And the theme seems to be in Malta, the filming location that's been talked a lot about in the past. Next we see this very strange, monumentally large building here, looking very futuristic. Then we also see Alan Grant from inside of a helicopter looking down at this building. I don't know what this building is exactly. We can't confirm what this building is. Nothing said about it, but I do have a theory which I'll discuss later that ties into this building and the later scene. And also an earlier scene. Then we see a Pyroraptor. Yes, a Pyroraptor with feathers. Charging at Owen and Kayla, but they've come prepared. Kayla has like a taser and Owen has a knife. I love the way this creature looks. It's nice to see another raptor, more raptors other than velociraptors now. And it's interesting that now in this movie, finally, they're including, I'm not for like, oh yeah, go for feathers, or yeah, ew, no feathers. I'm okay with either one, doesn't bother me. But it's interesting now, finally, adding feathers, which I haven't done before with the Therizinosaurus and the Pyroraptor. Anyways, Ellie, in this next scene, this scene is really weird, and somebody has a theory for it. She's looking out at a farm and seeing children running away from a massive swarm of locusts, which it seems to be locusts, which is really crazy. You would not expect that from a Jurassic Park movie. But Best in Slot, a really good Jurassic Park YouTuber, which I'll give a link to his breakdown video where he talks about his theories and stuff. He has a theory that these locusts are made by biosyn. They got out and Ellie is there because locusts eat crop, right? And she's a paleobotanist, so she noticed that crops have been disappearing and goes and investigates. She sees this, and that's why earlier she wants Alan to join her and says, are you coming or not? To find out what's going on. Then we get a shot of Owen clear inside some sort of building, with Owen saying one of his "I'll always survive" lines. This next part is probably one of the coolest parts in the trailer. After this part, it just goes uphill. It just goes way uphill. So much cool stuff. You see Owen getting pursued by some Atrociraptors, and he's riding through Malta, and then you see this amazing shot of giant Allosaurus and Carnotaurus in the city area of Malta. They're absolutely huge, just like the Apatosaurus is way huger than it usually is, as we saw earlier. This leads me to another one of Best in Slot theories, that they're bigger because when animals are in zoos, they're usually smaller than like wild animals that are in the wild. Those are usually bigger. So maybe since they're enclosed, now that they're out in the open, wild, roaming free, they're growing to be a lot bigger. Just like the Apatosaurus. Again, just one of Best in Slot's great theories, not mine. But then we see Owen dodging on his motorcycle, one of the raptors trying to pounce on him, which is pretty cool shot. Next we get probably like in my top 3 favorite scenes in this trailer. We see the inside of Kayla's planes, and they get a warning signal, and then one of the best moments here. You see a Quetzalcoatlus attacking the plane. I can't believe we're gonna actually see it other than in the prologue. I love Quetzalcoatlus. It's really cool. I love that dinosaur. Quetzalcoatlus and Therizinosaurus are some of my favorites, and it's so cool to see them in this movie now. What they do is they parachute because the plane is seeming to crash. They eject their seats that have parachutes on them, and now pteranodons are attacking them from the parachute seats. And I wonder how they're gonna get through that and survive that. We'll have to see. And of course, this is the whole plane scene and everything. I'm surprised we haven't got that really. I mean, Jurassic World, I guess we kind of got that, but not to the main characters or anything like that. Nothing with the main characters where it's like something like this, an airborne attack. This is amazing. I mean, we've got underwater attacks in Fallen Kingdom. Now we're getting airborne attacks. This is just great. Then we finally get some in-movie herbivore attack scene with the Nasutoceratops, which is an awesome looking scene. I say in-movie because, yeah, we've seen this before in Camp Cretaceous Season 3. That's the only time we've seen that. That's pretty cool that we see, like, an attack scene with herbivores, and now we're getting it in the movie. Then we see Blue's baby being lured into a trap to get to eat a fox's carcass, and then getting trapped by a net, getting a net that gets pulled up that was hidden under the snow. She's now captured and hanging from a tree. The net is hanging from a tree or something, which Blue's is looking up to. And then what looks to be the That is a really cool shot. I don't know if it's a Giganotosaurus. It probably is. Maybe a T-Rex. It looks a bit big to be a T-Rex, way too big to be a T-Rex, but that's a really cool shot. Then we see Ellie and Claire, who are probably in some sort of Biosyn lab room, which I'm assuming they go into a Biosyn place. I would be surprised if not. Then we see Alan, Owen, and Maisie underground in a pipe room. Probably part of the Biosyn building too. The Biosyn pipe room. Owen Grady is holding up a gun for defense, while Alan Grant is holding a pipe for defense. Quite two different levels of attack. I feel like maybe that where is that music that was teased earlier in 2020, I'm pretty sure, might play. That'd be interesting if it played there. Anyways, after that is also probably in my top 5. We see it's back, the Dilophosaurus. After all this time, it's finally back. We see Claire screaming while it looks like it's about to spit at her with its frill up and everything. I wonder if she's gonna survive this, because she's definitely not gonna die. But I wonder how she's gonna survive it from being right in front of her. I'm assuming before it spits, somebody's gonna shoot it or knock it out. Goodbye, Dilophosaurus. I don't know if she's standing up. If she's standing up, that'd be really cool. I highly doubt it. Because that'd be cool, because then we get an actually really tall Dilophosaurus. But I'm pretty sure she's probably sitting down. Yeah, she's sitting down. Yeah, I don't know. You can't really tell, but we'll have to see. It'd be really cool if it was like a big one, but I guess Camp Cretaceous kind of confirmed that no, they're all small. Anyways, then we hear a little funny part. Owen and Alan say don't move at the same time, alluding to, you know, the first movie. Don't move. We can't see you if you don't move. This is probably my favorite scene of the whole thing. We see everybody here: Ian Malcolm, Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, Owen Grady, Claire Deering, Macy Lockwood, and Kayla, all in front of the Giganotosaurus. An amazing scene this will be when you get to see it in theaters. It'll be absolutely amazing. There's a vehicle tipped over, which might be their way of transport this crew. I don't know what's with that, but it looks cool. All this fire around them, all this fire burning everywhere, even in the mountains, looks like a wildfire, leads me to my theory about what this place is, and kind of connecting some of the dots. So, prepare for a big theory I have. So in the books, Lewis Dodson wanted to make a hunting preserve where people would pay to hunt the dinosaurs in in the wild, I guess, and that's why I think this building is. That's why in the books you want to get the embryos and the eggs in the second book. And that's why what I think this building might be, because if you see, it's like a big circular building, but then there's this open space in the middle, which I think that is the hunting preserve. And everything around it is kind of just protection from that and entrances. Dodson is making a hunting facility. It's a big weird building, and the crew sabotages it, and something happens that sets it on fire, sets the mountains and the whole hunting place on fire. Who knows? The scene is probably where the Therizinosaurus part takes in. It probably takes place here. It's probably in the hunting preserve area, if it is a hunting preserve. But I think that's my theory, and that's literally end of the trailer. That's awesome trailer, amazing trailer. I love it so much, and I can't wait to see official trailer number 2. And yeah, that finishes it. I gotta mention this awesome new music in it too, throughout the trailer. At the beginning of this video, I put the trailer in so you can watch it with audio and everything. This music is amazing. It's like Ark Survival Evolved music meets Jurassic World music, and I absolutely love that. So, yeah guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and all that stuff if you're new. If you're not new, thanks for supporting me, and staying subscribed even while I've had this big break from making videos. See y'all later.